Hello, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This is day number 114 for Mr. Corran, the best star pilot in the galaxy. I apologize for the delay in getting another video out. It's been a very busy week, but here we are. So, we'll start with our roster reviews. We are now working on Grand Moff Tarkin, getting him to Gear 13. I chose to go with him next, primarily for the capital ship. Give me another edge there, make the capital ship faster, hit harder. It's always good. He is a requirement for the Sith Eternal Emperor. So we'll do him next, and then we'll see where we go from there. Thank you again for the suggestion on putting the Zeta on Piet and using him. I've actually been using him in my arena team. That's actually been very beneficial. I'll talk about arena later. But I am working on trying to get him higher geared as well. He's another requirement. We did finish Count Dooku. I got him up to R5. So I plan on using him to solo a team in Grand Arena. I think that's the way I'll use him for now. So with the Zeta, as long as I don't face a team that will daze, should be good. Okay. Getting close on Bastila Shan. I just want to get her to 7 stars so I can use her in a few more game modes. We're not really putting a gear on her right now. Just want to get her to 7 stars. Still farming Bosk. Want to get him up to 7 stars as well. We're getting close to 6 stars at least. Okay. I did activate Han Solo. Now that I've got him at 7 stars and obviously put a lot of gear on him. We had the smuggler event yesterday. So, whether I should have or not, I'm still kind of debating on that. It's nice to get those mods and the mod slicing materials from those events. So, it'll be good to have it going forward for sure. He's one of the guys I worked on yesterday. We'll get to the others in a little bit. They're further down, I think. Not much change here. Young Han Solo is another one I worked on yesterday. He did some good work in that event, so that was good. Let's see, Shakti. That's a big change from last time. She's unlocked. She's got a Zeta. Put it on heightened reflexes to give them the counter when they get attacked, so that will greatly increase the strength of my clones, although of course we're going into 3 versus 3, so that kind of sucks, but oh well, it is what it is. But I'm excited about that either way. So we finished off IG 88. I'll promote it at some point, I guess. I'll see when I need it, really. Okay, others. Kira, I worked on her a little bit. Been farming her shards. Got her to 6 stars. That's as much as I really need to get her to. Put enough gear on her to give her enough survivability to finish the event yesterday. I don't really care to do more. Maybe eventually, sometime in the future, or scoundrels continue to get stronger, then she's a very good leader. But for now, that's where we're going to leave her. Let's see. No other changes down here, I don't believe. But we'll scroll through it just so it's recorded anyway. Okay, there we go. Moving on to ships. So we have some more exciting news in ships. We have finished the TIE Advanced X1. One of the achievements I got yesterday actually gave me 10 shards of this. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was getting Chewie to 5 stars. I don't know. No, it was getting Han to 7 stars. Gave me 10 shards of the TIE Advanced. So, was able to get that to 7 stars. That's fantastic. We also got the TIE Bomber to 6 stars yesterday. That was fantastic. Really upped the survivability there. Still working on Anakin's. Would love to get him to 6 stars because he's fantastic, but not there just yet. Otherwise, not too much changes. Yeah. I am still farming the Geos ships when they show up in Galactic War Store. I haven't seen Sunfax in a little while. Okay, so there's our ships. So we'll talk about arenas real quick. Squad arena, I've been actually hanging out kind of in the mid-20s with this new team, which is nice. So I've been able to get top 20, I think, every day since I put Piet with the Zeta in, which that's been nice. Really makes that Vader Merciless Massacre pretty deadly. So okay, and ships been top 7 every day. One day I got sniped from 3 to 7 right before payout. That was disappointing. One other day I didn't have any luck climbing. The other days I think I've been either 3 to 5, so not doing bad there. No, I still can't quite get to number 1, but we're close. I think once I get the Houndstooth closer to 7 stars and Bosk up a little bit higher, then we'll be good to go there. And we're not too far away from that. So, but the TIE Bomber is really doing a lot of work, especially now at 6 stars. That made things much easier yesterday. So looking forward to getting that to 7 stars. And then, oh yeah, let's see. Then we'll really be going to work. Let's see, where are we at with the Emperor shuttle? We're at 60 out of 80. So I might work on Royal Guard before too long, just for the ship. And honestly, I don't even know what the ship does, except that I know that every time you call in another Imperial reinforcement or Empire reinforcement, the TIE Bomber gets more max protection, so it becomes even tankier. So the more Empire ships you can surround it with, the better. Okay, so let's talk about Grand Arena real quick. Grand Arena did just start. We're doing 3 versus 3. We are still in the setup phase, not the attack phase, so we've got a lot of teams to put out here. At least it feels that way for my GP, and unfortunately I think we're outgunned in this first round, but I still expect to win, or hope to win. So, 7 teams, plus 1 fleet. We'll show the opponent real quick. So he's at 1.835 and I'm at 1.67, which, when you're talking, people in the 4 million range, 150, 200,000 GP difference is not that big a deal. At this GP range, that's a much bigger deal. However, I don't think he's built up his roster in the most effective way possible. His Zetas are kind of all over the place. He's got one on Phasma, which is odd. He's got one on Super Battle Droid, which is a little odd. Grievous, yeah, that deserves a Zeta, absolutely. So some interesting choices there. Kylo Ren having a Zeta, his Zeta's good. I don't know. It's interesting. Although he probably thinks some of my Zeta choices are interesting too. It looks like he is kind of headed towards Sith Eternal Emperor, maybe. His Vader's not near as fast as mine. He's only got that one relic. It's kind of a slow Dooku. And let's see. So I did a little Grand Arena summary. So you'll see here, this is us. You'll see, of course, these are newer accounts, so a lot of these big characters are not here. And here's him. And this is interesting. He's got a higher top 80 GP. He's got a higher GP, obviously. Top 65, he's better. Character GP is higher. I mean, all that stuff is higher. I do have more Zetas. I've got 10 Zetas to his 8. His squad rank is 856. Mine's 14. My fleet rank is 3. His is 144. That's a lot of what I look at. And then here's the big thing. The Gear 11 plus average, mine is 80. His is 30. 30's pretty slow. So his best characters are not going to be going very fast. And then Gear 13 characters, I've got 4. He's got 1. We're tied on the Gear 12 plus. So, yeah. Even with higher GP, I expect to get a win here. So we'll see if that actually plays out. Okay. So I did come up with some 3 versus 3 teams. I'll show you what I'm doing. I kind of came up with these on the fly. So they're, they could probably use a little fine tuning, but I think they're overall pretty solid. So this is not a team. These are all going to be solos. I expect to take out 3 pretty good teams with these. I think Vader's the best solo option there, but I think all of them can get work done. So we'll expect to take out 3 teams this way. That'll leave us 4 teams left. So I did put this team on defense. I think this will be a tough team with all the debuffs they're throwing out, with the fear, with the stuns. So I expect that team to do some work if he doesn't fully prepare. I did keep my Jedi for offense and my bounty hunters, mainly because I expect both of those to be full 60 banner teams. I kept these bounty hunters together because they both threw out lots of debuffs, which will heal up the whole party. Shakti clones I put on defense. I think it'll be a tough team, even though it's kind of lower GP. It's not bad, but with a couple Zetas there, I think it's a pretty viable team. Geo clones I put on the back wall. Then some of these teams I kept for offense. I think I put that one on defense because that's a very defensive team. Yeah. But here's what I came up with. And you'll see as we get further down, is some kind of trash teams because I got to have enough to full clear him. So some bad teams get put on defense, and I hope that the big ones I put on defense do some work. So ships, that was interesting how I wanted to divide it up. I ended up throwing, I think, my better team on defense because I think a lot of people don't have experience with TIE Bomber. So that's caused a lot of people to struggle. This basic team has made a lot of people fail. And I think I can still get work done on offense. I've put in a lot more work on ships than most people have. So we're going to keep the Galactic Republic for offense and put these guys on defense. And I think that'll get us some wins. Okay, so there's our setup. I'll try to record the first round. Hopefully play it back in a few days. Give another update. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for this time. Appreciate you all watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.